Hello everyone, I welcome you all once again back to the another interesting session from transition course from Sri Chaitanya Academy. This is Lalita Devi, senior math faculty, and coming to the today's class, we are going to discuss about another basic concept that is nothing but the triangles and polygon. Okay, so first of all we will learn about the polygon, and then after we will go for the extended part which is nothing but the triangles. Okay, so let's see what is the polygon. So we know the basic definition of the polygon, right? So polygon is just a closed surface, closed shape which is formed by the straight lines. Now coming to here, we are having some of the properties with respect to the polygon that we should be very clear about. Coming to here, we know that we are having the sum of the polygons, we will be having the so many sides, right? So coming to here, we will discuss about the sides and the vertices and the angles also. Like if we are having same length, then we are going to call them. See, coming to the first one, we know that polygon is a closed plane figure which is formed by the straight lines. Now if that figure is having all the sides are equal and all the vertices are equal, then we are going to find all the angles are equal, then we are going to say that it is a regular polygon. Now coming to here, we will be having the different polygons and the specific properties are different for the each polygon. Okay, now coming to the first properties, just consider a random polygon which is of your 6 sides. So if you are considering your random polygon which is of 6 sides, and you need to know, you want to know what is the sum of all the interior angles of your polygon. Okay, then we are going to use the formula of n minus 2 into 180, which will be used to find the angles, sum of interior angles of your polygon. Okay, so where you will be getting sum of interior angles of your polygon will be equals to n minus 2 into 180. Okay, so you will be having n, which is nothing but your number of sides, so it can be any of your value. So we will be having n, which is nothing but your number of sides. Okay, now coming to the next one. So if they give you what is the sum of the interior angles, then how can we find the each interior angle? So with the help of, if you divide your sum of interior angles with the number of sides, then you will get the value of each interior angle. Okay, now if you want to find the each interior angle, we will be having the sum of interior angles formula as the n minus 2 into 180, right? If you are dividing it with the number of sides, then you will be get what is the value of each interior angle. So now the each interior angle will be given by n minus 2 into 180 by n. Okay, now moving to the next, the number of diagonals. So this is number of diagonals is very important. Why? Because in your grade 12 you will be learning about the permutations and combinations. So you will be having some questions from your number of polygons. There we are just going to give the formula in order to find the number of polygons with the help of combinations. But if you know the formula, you can do it very easily, right? So now the number of diagonals of your polygon will be given by n into n minus 3 by 2. Okay, so there will be a direct question. If the polygon is having the sides of 25, then what is the number of diagonals? But this same question that can be a part of your JEE mains question, right? You will be having a question on combinations, but in that combinations you will be having one of the part, like they will give some of the they will give the number of the diagonals and they will ask you to find the number of sides. Okay, so like that they will ask. So you can use the simple formula like n into n minus 3 by 2. Okay, now moving to the next, we are going to discuss about the triangle. So we know that triangle is the basic shape, basic closed shape, right? So now for the triangle, if you take the sum of interior angles, so how can we get the sum of interior angles as 180 means? The same formula you can apply n minus 2 into 180. But here for the triangle n equals to 3. So therefore you will get 3 minus 2 into 180. So which will become your 180 degrees. Okay, so sum of interior angles will be your 180 degrees. Here coming to the polygons, we will be having the another topic, I mean another point, that is nothing but if you consider any of your random polygon and if you extend its sides, okay, if you extend its sides and you will be getting your exterior angles. Clear? So you will be getting your exterior angles. So if you observe here, it is your angle 1, angle 2, 3 and 4, 5 and 6. If I am considering this is my polygon, like we can name it as the hexagon because it is having 6 sides. Okay, for this hexagon, if you extend the sides, you will be getting the exterior angles. And what will be the sum of all these exterior angles? Means if you just place them and bring them closer, you can observe that they are just going to form a circle which completes the one rotation. Now the sum of exterior angles of any polygon will be equals to sum of exterior angles of any polygon will be equals to 360 degrees. Okay. Now coming to here, sometimes they will ask you, I mean they will give you the what is the exterior angle and they will ask you to find the number of sides also. And sometimes they will give you the number of sides and they will ask you they will ask you to find what is the exterior angle for the polygon. So in such cases, if you divide your 360 with the angle, you will get the number of sides. And if you divide your 360 with the number of sides, then you will get the value of each angle. Okay. Now moving to the next. Yes, coming to the triangles, we are having various types of triangles based upon the sides we are having and based upon the angles. So if we talk about the sides, we will be having the equilateral, scalar and isosceles, which we know basic concepts. Okay. And coming to the angles also, it is acute, obtuse and right angle. Now coming to the some basic properties, if we consider, like we have already discussed about these properties in our triangle inequalities, if you remember clearly. So coming to here, the first property is the sum of two sides of your triangle is greater than the third side. So now if you take, here are the vertices A, B, C, and opposite to A will be small a, and opposite to B will be small b, and opposite to C will be small c. Okay. Now coming to here, coming to the first property, sum of two sides is greater than the third side. It means we will get A plus B is greater than C. Okay. Now moving to the next. The side opposite to the longest, the side opposite to the largest angle will be your longest side. Okay. Like for suppose if you take an example, here our angle B, which is of consider 75 degrees. Okay. Now if you consider and if you apply the angle, sum of interior angles property, then you will get your angle A and angle C. And here for example, if you take another triangle which will be having your angle A equals to 120 degrees and angle B and angle C will be somehow around like 40 and 20. Okay. Now if you observe here, angle A is the largest angle. Now the side opposite to your angle A will become your longest side. Okay. And the converse of these properties, the angle opposite to the longest side will be the largest angle. Okay. So for the largest angle, if you take the side opposite to it, then it will become your longest side, and the angle opposite to the longest side will be the largest angle. Okay. Now moving to the next. So we are having a special case of triangle which is nothing but a right angle triangle, right? So here I am taking my right angle triangle. So I am considering angle B is my 90 degrees. So with the help of, if you apply the sum of interior angles, you will be getting the remaining two sum equals to 90, right? So if you compare those three angles, you will be having your highest angle, like largest angle at the vertex B, which is of 90 degrees. Now the side opposite to these 90 degrees, we are going to call it as the hypotenuse. Okay, clear? So now coming to the next, we will discuss about what are the various forms of finding the area of a triangle. So here we will be having the different forms to find the area of a triangle. So first one is, if they give the direct base and height of the triangle, like if they give the base, so here PQR, and if I am considering my QR as the base, I will be considering my height with respect to the QR. So this will become your height. Okay. So like that, if you are having your both base and height, then we can use the area formula as the half into base into height. And if they gave the three sides of the triangle, they gave the length of three sides of the triangle, and they are asking us to find the area of the triangle, means we can use the Heron's formula that we have already learned in our grade 9. Okay, so we have solved so many questions, I guess. So coming to here, we can use the Heron's formula. Now moving to the next, what if they gave the vertices? It means vertices, if they give the coordinates of the vertices, and they will ask you to find the area of the triangle. So that is nothing but your area will be given by half modulus of x1 into y2 minus y3 plus x2 into y3 minus y1 plus x3 into y1 minus y2. Okay, now if the angles are given, so like if any two sides are given and one angle is given, then we can take it with the help of the triangle, I mean trigonometry, where area is given by half into AB into sin C. If you are having your, instead of C, if you are having B, then we can write it as half into AC into sin B. Okay, and instead of B, if you are having angle A, then it will become your half into BC into sin A. Okay, now how can we get the area of the equilateral triangle? If you use the Heron's formula, and if you take all the three sides are equal, then we will get a shortcut to find the area of an equilateral triangle, which is nothing but your root 3 by 4 into A square. Okay, now let's solve a question. The area of the triangle, two sides of which are 8 centimeters and 11 centimeters, and the perimeter is 32 centimeters, is k into root 30 centimeters square. Now find the k value. So here they gave the two of the sides and they gave the third, I mean they didn't give the third side, but here they gave one of the one of the clue, that is nothing but your, they gave the perimeter which is of your 32 centimeters. Now with the help of the perimeter and those two sides, we can find the third side, right? So from there we will get the three sides of the triangle, and if you take the Heron's formula, you will be getting the value. So let's solve it. So coming to here, first of all they gave A which is of 8 centimeters, B which is of 11 centimeters. They gave the perimeter P which is of 32 centimeters, right? Now perimeter is nothing but your sum of all sides, so that becomes your A plus B plus C equals to 32 centimeters. Now 8 plus 11 plus C equals to 32 centimeters. Now 11 plus 8 will give you 19. So 19 plus C equals to 32 centimeters. Now C equals to 32 minus 19. So 32 minus 19 will give you 30. Okay. So this is how we are going to find the third side of the triangle. Fine. So now we got the C value also. So they gave already the area, which is in the form of k into root 30 centimeters square. So we need to find the value of k. So we are just going to take area will be given by root of S into S minus A into S minus B into S minus C. Okay. So what is the S value? S value is nothing but your semi-perimeter, which will be your half of the perimeter. So coming to here, S will be your half of the perimeter, that becomes your 32 centimeters by 2, which is nothing but your 16 centimeters, right? Now S minus A will become your 16 minus 8. So that becomes your 8 centimeters. And next S minus B will be your 16 minus 11, which will be of your 5 centimeters. And next S minus C, which is of your 16 minus 13 centimeters, which will be of your 3 centimeters. Okay. So it would be better if you are taking your S minus A, minus B and minus C values are the separate. Why? Because if you do it directly here, then you will be getting confused. So that's the reason, instead of doing them indirectly in the formula, you can just take the values separately and after that you can place it here. Okay. Now, so here it will become root of S value will be your 16 and S minus A you will be having 8 and S minus B 5 and S minus C 3. Okay. So now it will be of 4. So root 16 can be written as 4 square multiplied by 4 into 2 into 5 into 3. Okay. So coming to here, instead of finding the complete value of the multiplication, you can try to make, you can try to convert the values you are having in the root as the form of a square. Okay, like here I have written my 16 as the 4 square, and 8 I just split it and written as the 4 into 2. Okay, so like that you can split and you can get whatever the value you will be having. Now square and root will get cancelled for 4 into, and root 4 value will be 2 root of 2 5s are 10, 10 into 3 30. Okay, so now here it will become your 8 root 30 centimeter square. Okay, but they gave the area of the triangle already as the k into root 30. Right? Now if you compare them, then you will get your k value as the 8, which is nothing but your constant value. Clear? So this is how we are just going to find the required values with the help of Heron's formula. Now let's solve the next one. Difference between the semi-perimeter and the sides of your triangle are 7 centimeters, 5 centimeters and 3 centimeters respectively. Then the area of the triangle is, here if you observe here, they gave the difference between the semi-perimeter and the side, right? So semi-perimeter we can take it as the S, and the side I can take it as my ABC. So S minus A will become your 7 centimeters. Why I am taking the order of ABC means, here they mentioned the triangle, vertices order in the triangle, which is nothing but your ABC. So now whatever the sides they have considered, they also will be in the form of ABC only. So that's the reason S minus A will be the 7 centimeters and S minus B will be the 5 centimeters and S minus C will be the 3 centimeters. Okay, and what is the semi-perimeter formula? So semi-perimeter formula is perimeter divided by 2. Now just add these 3 equations. On addition you will get 3s minus of a plus. So here I can write 3s minus a minus b minus c equals to 15 centimeters. Okay, now coming to here, I am having my minus, I can take common, so 3s of a plus minus of a plus b plus c, which is equals to 15. Okay, now 3s minus s, perimeter p. Okay, a plus b plus c is nothing but your perimeter p, which is of your 15 centimeters. Clear? So this is how you will get. Now in the place of s, can I write my half of the perimeter? So that becomes your 3p by 2 minus p, which is equals to 15 centimeters. See, why we need to find the perimeter value means, they are asking us to find the area. In order to find the area, you need your S value and ABC value also. Now coming to here, we will be taking, we will be taking here 3p minus 2p whole divided by 2 will be equals to your 15 centimeters. And from this you will get p equals to 30 centimeters. Okay, so we already got our p equals to 30 centimeters, right? Now coming to here, we no need to find our ABC values, because in the formula we need to get the S minus A, S minus B and S minus C. They already given those values. So here from this you will get your perimeter as the 30 centimeters. Now semi-perimeter will become your half of perimeter, which is nothing but your 15 centimeters. Okay, now what is the area will be? So area will be equals to your root of S into S minus A into S minus B into S minus C. Okay, now just place the values there. So you will get root of S value is the 15 into 7 into 5 into 3. So 5 into 3 will become your 15. Okay, and here already we will be having the 15. So we can write it as the root of 15 square. Root of 15 square means you will get 15 root 7 centimeter square. Okay, so this is how we are going to solve it. Now moving to the next, find the area of the triangle whose vertices are A, which is of minus 3 comma minus 1, and B, which is of 5 comma 3, and C, which is of 2 comma minus 8. They gave the vertices, like they gave the coordinates of the 3 of the vertices of a triangle, and they are asking us to find the area. So let's see how can we solve this. Coming to here, I am taking the order A, which is of minus 3 comma minus 1. So you can consider them as your x1 comma y1. Okay, and B, which is of 5 comma 3. So you can consider them as the x2 comma y2. And C, which is of 2 comma minus 8. So these will be acting as your x3 comma y3. Okay. Now area will be given by, what is the formula we will be having? Half modulus of x1 into y2 minus y3 plus x2 into y3 minus y1 plus x3 into y1 minus y2. Okay, so here simple, you can remember the cyclic order like 1 2 3 and 2 3 1 and 3 1 2. Now just place the values here, so that becomes your half modulus of x1 means it will become minus 3 into y2 minus y3. It means 3 minus of minus 8. Okay, plus x2 into 5 into y3 minus y1. So minus 8 minus of minus 1 plus x3 into 2 into y1 minus y2. So minus 1 minus 3 modulus. So why we are considering modulus means, if you are not taking the modulus, there will be a chance that you will be getting the negative value. So that's the reason we will be taking the modulus to get the absolute value. So where you will be getting your positive. So now coming to here, it will be of half modulus of minus 3 into 3 plus 8 plus 5 into minus 8 plus 1 plus 2 into minus 4. Okay, so that becomes your half modulus of, so 3 plus 8 will be 11. So now 11 into 3 will be 33, minus 33 plus minus 8 plus 1 minus 7. So minus 7 into 5, 7 5 is 35, but here you are having negative, so that becomes your minus 35 and it was of your minus 8. Now if you add them, you will get half of, so 33 and 35, so it will become your 68, 68 plus 8, that becomes your 76. Okay, so minus 76, so half of 76 will be your 38. Okay, so this is how we are just going to solve. Clear? Yes. So now if they gave the vertices means we can do them directly. Now let's solve next question on the same method. Given the vertices of your triangle as minus 3 comma 4, 1 comma minus 2 and 5 comma 6, determine its area. So they gave the coordinates of the 3 vertices and they are asking us to find the area. So let's start taking. We will be having A which is of minus 3 comma 4 and B which is of 1 comma minus 2 and C which is of 5 comma 6. Now see, if you want to if you are having your vertices, you can directly just keep them in the formula and you will get your area of the triangle. So that area will be equals to half modulus of x1 into plus x2 into plus x3 into y2. Okay, modulus. Now coming to here, half modulus of x1 is minus 3 and y2 will be minus 2 and y3 will be minus 6 plus x2 will be 1 and y3 will be 6 minus 4 plus x3 will be 5, y1 minus y2. So that becomes your 4 minus of minus 2. So now here it will be half modulus of minus 3 into minus 8 plus 1 into 2 plus 5 into 4 minus into minus plus 2. 4 plus 2 will be 6. Okay. Now coming to here, half into modulus of minus 3 8s are 24. Minus into minus will become plus. So that becomes your 24 plus 2 plus 6 5s are 30. Okay. Now here it will become half into 24 plus 2 26, 26 plus 3 30, 56. Okay. So now 2 will cancel for 28 times. So we got the area as the 28 square units. Clear? And these units you can take whether it was of your centimeters or meters. Now moving to the next. Calculate the area of the scalene triangle PQR where angle P equals to 30 degrees and PQ equals to 5.5 centimeters and QR equals to 2.65 and PR equals to 3.6 centimeters. First of all, see, we will be using the trigonometric ratios in order to find the area of the triangle, but we should be very clear what is the formula we need to take. For that reason, first of all, we are going to just represent whatever the given data we are having, that we are going to represent on the triangle first. So here we are taking the triangle P, Q and R, okay, where PR equals to 3.6 centimeters and QR equals to 2.65 centimeters and PQ equals to 5.5 centimeters. Okay, they gave the three of the sides and they gave angle P equals to 30. So now they are asking us to find the area of the scalene triangle. So here they gave the angle P equals to 30. So in the place of sin C, we are just going to take the sin P. Okay, so that becomes your area formula is half into AB into sin C. Okay, now here I am having the angle P. So I am just going to write, so here it will become your small p and here it will be your small q and small r. So now what is the formula will be? It will become your half into q into r into sin p. Okay, so that becomes your half into qr into sin p. Okay, that becomes half into q value is 3.6 into r value is 5.5 centimeters into sin 30. Okay, so now coming to here it will become, so you can cancel 1.8. okay, so here it will become your completely 1.8 centimeters. You can write your centimeters outside, so it will be of your 1.8 multiplied by 5.5 multiplied by sin 30, 1 by 2 centimeter square. Now 2 will cancel 1.8 for 0.9 times. So just multiply your 5.5 with 0.9. So that becomes 55 multiplied by 9. 5, 4, 49. Okay. So that becomes your 49.5 centimeter square. Clear? So this is how we are just going to calculate it. See, whatever the given information, we are just going to convert that according to our required values. Now let's see the next one. In the triangle XYZ is an isosceles triangle with XY equals to YZ equals to 9.7 centimeters and XZ equals to 11.8 centimeters and angle X equals to 45 degrees. So here we know half into AB into sin C. Now we just need to convert them into the required values. So that becomes your X, Y and Z. Okay. Now they gave angle X which is of 45 degrees. Okay. Now coming to here, they gave that XY equals to 9.7 and YZ equals to 9.7, right? And they gave XZ equals to 11.8. Now coming to the opposite to the capital X will be small x and Y and it will be of your Z. Okay. Now just take the required values. So area will be given by half AB into sin C. Okay. Now in the place of this we can write it as half into, in the place of A and B we are having the angle X which is of 45 degrees. So we are just going to take it as the Y into Z. YZ into sin X. Okay. Now that becomes half into Y value will be your 11.8 into Z value will be your 9.7 into sin 45 and centimeter into centimeter, centimeter square. Now it will cancel this one for 5.9. So that becomes your 5.9 multiplied by 9.7 into 1 by root centimeter square. Okay. If you want to eliminate your root 2, you can see. If you want to eliminate your root 2, you can multiply both numerator and denominator with root 2. So that you can eliminate the denominator which is of 2. Which is of root 2. Okay. So instead of doing that, you can simply write it as just multiply your 5.9 with 9.7. And you will get the value and you can take it as your root 2 value and you can do the calculation. Okay. Now moving to the next. Let the area of a triangle PQR with the vertices of P which is of 5, 4 and Q which is of minus 2, 4 and R is of A, B if its centroid is 5 by 3, 2 by 3 is. So they gave the centroid and they gave the 3 vertices and they are asking us to find the area of the triangle. So how can we find the area? They gave the vertices as the P, which is of 5, 4, and Q, which is of -2, 4, and R, which is of A, B. Okay, so R, which is of A, B, and they gave the centroid, which is of 5/3, 2/3. Okay, so coming to here, the G will be given by, how can we find the centroid of the triangle? By taking the formula. So what is the formula? x1 plus x2 plus x3/3, comma y1 plus y2 plus y3/3. Okay, now if you find, if you just simplify this, you will get your required A and B values. So that becomes your 5/3, comma 2/3 equals to x1 is your 5 minus 2 plus A/3. Okay, now coming to here, it will be of y1, which is of 4 plus 4 plus B/3. Okay, if you equate them, 5/3 will be equals to 5 minus 2, which is nothing but 3 plus A/3, comma 2/3 will be equals to your 8 plus B/3. Okay, now coming to here, 3 will get cancelled, so we will get 3 plus A equals to 5, and from this A equals to 2, and here we will get 8 plus B equals to 2, and B equals to -6. Okay, so finally we got the another vertex also, which is nothing but your A, B. So therefore we will be having our R value, which is of 2, -6. Okay, now just find the area. So we know the formula, area equals to half into modulus of x1 into y2 minus y3 plus x2 into y3 minus y1 plus x3 into y1 minus y2. Okay, so we will be having all the vertices, so we can place the vertices in the formula and we will get the required area. So that becomes half modulus of x1 value is 5 into y2 minus y3. So y2 is your 4 and y3 is your B, so which is nothing but your -6. So 4 minus of -6, minus into minus will become plus, so 4 plus 6 will become 10, plus x2 value is -2. Okay, and now it is 3 minus 1, it means -6 minus 4, so that becomes your -2 into -6 minus 4 will give you -10, plus x3 value is 2 into y1 minus y2, it means 4 minus 4, which is nothing but your 0. Okay, so that becomes half into modulus of 50, minus into minus will be plus, and 2 tens are 20. So that becomes your half into 70, which is nothing but your 35 centimeter square. Okay, so this is how we are just going to solve. Why? Because here they gave the relation between the centroid and the vertices. So we are going to use the formula of the centroid to get the coordinates of our third vertex. And from there we got our third vertex, which is nothing but our 2, -6. So here we will be having the three vertices we are having, and we are just going to place them in the area formula and we will be getting the required area. Okay, now moving to the next, let 5, A/4 be the circumcenter of a triangle with vertices A of A, -2 and B of A, 6 and C of A, 4 -2. Now let alpha denotes the circumradius and beta denotes the area and gamma denotes the perimeter of the triangle. Then alpha plus beta plus gamma is. So now if you observe here clearly, here we are having the concept of circumcenter and circumradius that we have discussed in our previous class, right? So they gave the circumcenter. Okay, so you can take it as your O, which is nothing but your 5, A/4. Okay, and they gave the three vertices, which is of A is of A, -2 and B is of A, 6 and C is of A/4, 2. -2. Okay, now if you observe here clearly, so if you observe, this is the circumcenter and this is the vertex. So circumcenter means we will be having a circle which is passing through our triangle ABC. Okay, so if you take, this is your ABC and here you will be having a center, and ABC are the vertices we are having on the circle. Now from this center to the vertex means we will be taking the radius. So it means we will be having OA equals to OB. Okay. So now using circumradii are equal. Okay. From there you can write OA equals to OB. Fine. Now it will become your A minus 5 whole square root of. So otherwise you can take the squaring on both the sides. Okay. Which will give you OA equals to OB. And squaring on both the sides you will be getting OA square equals to OB square. Now you can cancel your root. So that becomes your A minus 5 whole square plus of minus 2 minus A by 4 whole square, which is equals to OB. That means it will become your A minus 5 whole square plus of 6 minus A by 4 whole square. Okay. Now if you observe here clearly, we are having A minus 5 whole square and A minus 5 whole square. So you can cancel them. Right. Now it will become minus 2 whole square, which is of your 2, and plus A by 4 whole square, A square by 4. Okay. Now minus into minus will become plus, and plus 2 into 2 into A by 4. If you use the algebraic identities, that is A plus B whole square. Because I am taking my minus common, from there you will get 2 plus of A by 4 whole square, which is in the form of A plus B whole square. So that becomes your A square plus B square plus 2AB equals to 36 plus A square by 4. Okay. Now minus 2 6 are 12. Okay. So 12 into A by 4. Now 4 will cancel 12 for 3 times, and 4 and 4 will get cancelled. A square by 4, A square by 4 cancel. So now if you observe here clearly, we will be having the 2 plus A equals to 36 minus 3A. Okay, so here it was of your 3A. Now take your minus 3A to this side, so that becomes your plus 3A plus A equals to 36 minus 2. Okay, so that becomes your 4A, which is equals to your 34. Now A value will be 34 by 4. 4th table, so you can take 17 and 2. So A value we got as the 17 by 2. Okay. Now we got the A value. So you can take your coordinates. So A value will become your 17 by 2 comma minus 2, and B value will become your 17 by 2 comma 6, and C value will be your 17 by 8 minus 2. Okay. And from this we will get the area. Right, area which is of half into modulus of x1 into y2 minus y3 plus x2 into y3 minus y1 plus x3 into y1 minus y2. Okay. Now if you place the values, you will be getting the area, and here you will be having your vertices, so you can find what are the sides, and from there you will get your perimeter also. So from there you will get your alpha plus beta plus gamma, right? So we can take, yes, instead of doing the area with the help, I mean it's your wish whether to do with the help of vertices, or you can do with the Heron's formula also. Okay. Now coming to here, it will become your half of modulus of, so that becomes your 17 by 2 into y2 minus y3. y2 is your 6 and minus of minus 2 plus 2, 8 plus 17 by 2 into y3 minus y1. y3 is your minus 2, minus of minus 2 plus 2. So minus 2 plus 2, 0 plus x3 is your 17 by 8. Okay. y1 minus y2, minus 2 minus of minus 2 minus 6, which is nothing but your minus 8. Okay. Now minus 8 plus 8 will get cancelled, clear, and it will become your 0. So here it will become your half, half modulus of 17, and 2 will cancel 4 times, 17 into 4, and it will become complete 0 and minus 17. Okay. So that becomes your 17, you can take common, 17 by 2 into 3. So it will become your 51 by 2. Okay, area we got as the 51 by 2. And now we need to find the perimeter. So in order to find the perimeter, we should know what are the sides, right? So how can we find the sides? So that becomes your 17 minus, so there you can find which is of AB is nothing but, so AB will become your x2, root of x2 minus x1 whole square. So 17 by 2, 17 by 2 will get cancelled. So you will get 0, root of 0 plus 6 minus of minus 2 plus 2, 6 plus 2, 8. So that becomes your root of 8 square, which is nothing but your 8. Okay, now moving to the next, BC. So BC will become root of 17 by 8 minus 17 by 2. So 17 by 8 minus 17 by 2. So that becomes your 2 minus 8. So you can take your 17 by 2 common. So from there you will get 1 by 4 minus 1. Okay, that becomes your minus 3 by 4. 17 into minus 3 by 4 whole square. Okay, plus here minus 2 minus 6. So that becomes your minus 8 whole square. If you simplify this, you will get the side value of BC. In the same way, if you take your A and C, you will be getting the A and C values also, right? Now, after finding all of them, you can find the circumradius. Circumradius means we are just going to take one of the point and one vertex. So from there also you will get your vertex, okay? I mean from there also you will get your circumradius. Now here it will become, so that becomes your 51 by 4 whole square. So 51 by 4 whole square plus 64. Clear? So if you simplify that, you will get your BC value, and similarly find for the AC value also. Why? Because we need to find the perimeter. So for that we need to find the 3 of the sides. Clear? Now moving to the next, if let A comma B comma C are in arithmetic progression, and let the centroid of the triangle with the vertices A comma C, 2 comma B and A comma B be 10 by 3 and 7 by 3, then the area of the triangle is. They gave the relation between our ABC values. So ABC are in arithmetic progression. It means 2B will be equals to our A plus C. Okay. Now they gave the centroid of the triangle with the vertices is our 10 by 3 and 7 by 3. So centroid G will be given by x1 plus x2 plus x3 by 3 comma y1 plus y2 plus y3 by 3. Okay. Now coming to here, it will be of your 10 by 3 comma 7 by 3 is equals to x1 plus x2 plus x3. That means 2 plus a plus a. So that becomes your 2a plus 2 by 3 and y1 plus y2 plus y3. That means your c plus b plus b. That becomes your 2b plus c by 3. Okay. Now if you equate your x coordinates, then you will get your 10 by 3 equals to, taking 2 common, a plus 1 by 3. So 3 will get cancelled and it will cancel for 5 times. So a equals to 4. Okay. Now coming to here, 2b plus c by 3 is equals to 7 by 3. Okay. Now coming to here, 2b plus c by 3 equals to 7 by 3. 2b means we can take it as the a plus c. So that becomes your a plus 2c by 3 equals to 7 by 3. Okay. It will get cancelled. And a value equals to 4, 4 plus 2c equals to 7, and c equals to, 2c equals to 7 minus 4, c equals to 3 by 2. Okay. So we got the c value which is of your 3 by 2. Now moving to the next. So we are having a and c value, then our 2b equals to a plus c, 4 plus 3 by 2, 8 plus 3, 11 by 2 and 2b. So that becomes your b equals to 11 by 4. Okay, so we got our required values a and b, a, b and c. Then what are the vertices will be? So it will become your 4 comma 3 by 2, and next 2 comma 11 by 4, and next it was of your a comma b, that becomes your 4 comma 11 by 4. Okay, so we got the 3 of the vertices, and I hope you will do the calculation for your area of the triangle and you can give the answer in the comment section. Okay, and if you are having any doubt in this, then you can connect with us and we will solve your doubts. Now moving to the next, a triangle ABC lying in the first quadrant has 2 vertices A and B of 1 comma 2 and B is of 3 comma 1. If angle BAC equals to 90 degrees and area of the triangle ABC is the 5 root 5 square units, then what is the area of the triangle? I mean, what is the abscissa of the vertex? So they gave the area and they gave one of the angle BAC which is of your 90 degrees and they are asking us to find the vertex C. So it will be having the two methods, okay. So first method we will discuss, where we will having the triangle ABC, where here it is the A, B and C. Why I am here taking my angle A equals to 90 degrees means in the question it is given angle BAC equals to 90 degrees. Now they gave the vertex of the B which is nothing but your 3 comma 1 and A which is of your 1 comma 2. I don't know my vertices, coordinates of the vertex C. So I am taking my A comma B. Okay. Now AC I don't know. Why? Because I just don't know what are the coordinates of one of the vertex. So that becomes your X. Clear? Now if you observe here clearly, this is the right angle triangle, right? We are having one of the angle as the right angle. Now what is the area formula will become? Area formula will become half into base into height. And if you observe here clearly, if I am taking my AB as the base, then what is my height will become? Height will become AC. Okay. Now let's take, so area equals to half into AB into AC. Okay. Now area already they gave as the 5 root 5 which is equals to half into AB value. So what will be the AB value? AB value will become root of 3 minus 1 whole square. 3 minus 1 will be 2 square plus 1 minus 2 whole square. It means minus 1 whole square into AC value I don't know X. So that becomes your 5 root 5 equals to half into root of 2 square will be 4 and 1 square will be 1, 5 into X. Okay. Root 5 will get cancelled. So X will become your 10. Okay. What is the X value? We got 10 units. Clear everyone? So here we got our X value equals to 10 units. But what is X actually? X is nothing but your length of the side AC. So now AC is equals to X. So now if you take the calculation you will be getting 1 minus A whole square, or you can take your A minus 1 whole square also. 1 minus A whole square plus 2 minus B whole square is equals to X square. Okay. AC is equals to X. So I am squaring on both the sides. Now it will become your AC square equals to X square. Clear about this everyone? Now coming to here, A square plus 1 minus 2A plus B square plus 4 minus 4B is equals to X square. X square means we can write it as, so we will write in the next step. So it will become A square plus B square minus 2A minus 4B plus 5 is equals to 10 square. Okay. Now from this what we will get? We will get A square plus B square minus 2A minus 4B equals to 10 square value is 100. So plus 5 crossing equals to minus 5. So now that becomes your 100 minus 5. So we will get A square plus B square minus 2A minus 4B equals to 95. Okay. So this is your first equation. I am considering this is the first equation. Now moving to the next. If you observe here, this is the right angle triangle. So I can apply the Pythagoras theorem. From there you will get AC square plus AB square is equals to BC square. Okay. So AC square value how much? AC value is X and we got the X as the 100. So that becomes your, AC we got as the 10. So that becomes your 10 square plus AB value is your root 5. Here we have already found AB value which is nothing but your root 5 whole square which is equals to BC. BC means that becomes 3 minus A whole square plus 1 minus B whole square. Okay. Now if you simplify it, you will be having 10 square which is nothing but your 100 plus root 5 which is equals to 3 square 9 plus A square minus 6A plus, see here we are using the identity A minus B whole square and here it is also 1 plus B square minus 2B. Okay. Now coming to here, it will be of 9 plus 1, 10. 10 crossing equals to, it will become minus 10. So that becomes your 95, which is equals to a square plus b square minus 6a minus 2b. Now this is your second equation. So you can equate your both, from 1 and 2 we can write. So from 1 and 2 we can write that a square plus b square minus 2a minus 4b is equals to a square plus b square minus 6a minus 2b. Okay, a square plus b square cancel, and let's take our whatever the terms we are having on our right side to our LHS. So that becomes your 6a minus 2a, 4a, and minus 2b crossing equals to plus 2b minus 4b. So that becomes your minus 2b equals to 0. It means 4a equals to 2b and b equals to 2a. Okay. So here we got our b equals to 2a. Clear? Any doubt in this? So we got our b equals to 2a, but 4a minus 2b equals to 0. 4a minus 2b equals to 0. So now 4a, so instead of solving that, you can take your b in any of the equation and you can simplify it. So a square will be a square plus b square will become 4a square minus 2a minus 4 into 2a, that becomes your 8a. So plus 5 equals to 0. Okay. So if you simplify that, you will be getting your a and b values. Clear everyone? So any doubt? Now after this you can take your abscissa. So understood? Now coming to here, it will become your 5a square. 5a square minus 10a plus 5 equals to 0. So here we can take a square minus 2a. Oh sorry, this will become your 100 square, 10 square, which will become 100, and 100 moving to this side, it will be 95. Minus 95 here you will get. Okay, so this will be your minus 95. So you will get a square minus 2a, and 95 means it will be of your 19. So minus 19 equals to 0. Understood? Now we need to find the a values. So what is the a here? A will become your one of the coordinate of the vertex. Okay, a is nothing but your abscissa, right? So that becomes your a equals to, use the formula, quadratic formula, minus b, so minus of minus 2 plus or minus root of b square minus 4ac. B square means minus 2 whole square 4 minus 4 into 1 into minus 19 whole divided by 2 into 1. Okay, so that becomes your 2 plus or minus root of, so if you simplify this, you will be having 19 into 4. So 19 fours are, so that becomes your 76, 76 plus 4, 80. Okay, so you can write your 18 as the 16 into 5. Clear? By 2. So you can take your root 16 as the 4. So that becomes your 2 plus or minus. So here is the calculation part, don't get confused. So 2 plus or minus 4 root 5 by 2. I am taking my 2 common. So what it will become? 1 plus or minus 2 root 5. Okay. Now it is in the quadrant 1. So quadrant 1 means you will be having your both x and y axis as the positive. That becomes your, now a value will become your 1 plus or plus 2 root 5. Okay. Why I am not taking my 1 minus 2 root 5 means, if you observe here clearly, if you are taking the minus, you will be getting your one of the abscissa as the negative value. But here they are saying that the triangle lying in the quadrant 1. So quadrant 1 means we will be having the x coordinate as the positive. That's the reason we will be considering our a value as the 1 plus 2 root 5. Okay. So this is how we are going to solve. Now moving to the next. As I told you, if you are having any doubts, you can clear your doubts by registering through this Google form. And if you want to know what are the programs that we are having in Sri Chaitanya Academy, you can scan this QR and you can join the Telegram channel, where you can find various practice sheets for you if you are preparing for both JEE and JEE and NEET. Okay. So that's all for today's class. Bye everyone. Take care. We will meet in our next class. answer.